Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. So I've got a new dragon mold, a little baby egg and a dragon mold. I didn't realize there was two different kinds, or two different ones, I should say. So this is the original mold that I had. This is the new one. So there is a big difference. So we're gonna make them up, because why not? And this egg is different. This is the new egg. Oh, right here. Hang on, let me get in frame. This is the new egg. This is the old egg. So there's a huge size difference. But I also got these 3 eggs. So there are 3 different sizes. So this is a real small one. I'd say about half the size of the original one. And then I would say this middle one is the same size as what I had. And then there's a really big one. So we're going to try this one. And we'll try the new one that's like the same size as the other one. So this is, we have one dragon. I haven't glued him together yet. But, so there's not a lot of room. But in this one, there is definitely more room. So, that one's bigger. I don't know, should we, I know I'm going to use the new one because of this baby one, but I'm thinking, do we try the bigger one? Maybe. We'll see when we get to that part. So I don't know, we're going to be using one. So my thought was, to me, this one looks more like, I don't know, a little girl dragon. The little ears are like bent over, and I don't know. This one just, to me, looks really, really precious. See how the little ear things are? So we're going to do this one in a pink glitter. And let's do this one because he's more of like so I'm not saying like a glitter. I'm saying a holographic glitter. Let me just dig these out so I can pick a color. I think. What color? This one's silver, but it looks almost like a light lavender. And this is a purple. And this is a pink. Have I used both of these? Oh, all right, let's do the pink because we haven't used the pink. I believe I've used, yeah, I've used the purple. I've used the silver. And we haven't used the aqua. So we'll do the old one in the aqua and the new one in this pink. All right. So before we start with this, I also got, and I got these all on Amazon. So if anybody wants a link, just put it in the comments and I'll get you the link. So these are like little kitty and puppy faces and just cute little things that I figured would be cute on like kids' barrettes. But I got these little spinny things. So it makes the little character spin. I got some little like teddy bears that spin with the little spinny thing. And then I got some butterflies. So we will be doing a video of these coming up. So I just wanted to show you that what I got. All right, so let's get on with this video because I'm trying to keep it somewhat short for you guys. I know some of you complain that I make too long of videos, but you can always fast forward. You are not going to break my little heart, I promise. All right. So I am just going to get this open. And we're just going to brush these little holographic glitter in this little mold. And what I will do is I will dress up a light base for these like I did the other one. So I am going to see if any of my other molds that I make my little critters will fit inside of one of these eggs. Because, you know, like, why not? Why do they have to be little baby dragons? Why can't we put something else? I do want to get some dried flowers, and I want to try one with a dried flower in it, like a rose or something. So, all right. Because I have an art walk coming up next Friday. So I'm trying to get a few more of these little trinket things made so that I can display them along with my art. So I just want to make sure that these the little tiny spines are coated. And I'm still contemplating what color to pour in here. I know if I pour black, it's going to be, I think, more intense. But I don't know what it would look like if we backed it with like a pink. Would that make it stand out more? I don't know. And I haven't got to mixing my resin yet, so I don't even know. All right, so we've got that one coated pretty well. Let me just wipe this off. And I found with these brushes, when you're doing the glitter, if you kind of flick it like this, the glitter comes right out easy. So that's what I did there. So let's get this one mixed in with the aqua blue. Come on. And this one still has a few little stray darker glitters, but I think it's going to be fine. And I did not measure the gosh darn eggs. I meant to do that yesterday, but I don't know, I was just exhausted yesterday. I went up to bed at like 7:30. I didn't go to sleep, but I was in bed just kind of relaxing, watching TV, and I was just exhausted. I don't know if it's just all the running with my granddaughter graduating, and I don't know, but I just was wiped. So this one looks like there's like some spots that I can see through, like it's not wanting to pick up this glitter, so I don't know. So what I might do is I might mix like a teal. I'll have to see what colors that I have, and a pink, and coat them in that instead of in the black. I don't know. All right. Just because that's why I'm scared to go black, because I feel like there's spots that are still kind of see-through. You know, although that could make for an interesting look, but I don't know. All right. Just shake this over the trash can. Blow out any excess. All right. Oh, and then I got the other squirrel mole in too, so we will be doing another squirrel video. All right, now I've got this glitter everywhere on the outside of these molds. Oh, and I just got alcohol. I cut my finger today, and I just got alcohol in it. All right, so I'm going to put you on a pause. I'm going to get some resin mixed up, decide what I'm going with color, and I will be back. Alrighty, guys, we're going to be doing a plan B here, because me and my stupid brain, I was thinking I was pouring the eggs too. So I mixed up 12 ounces of resin, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can't pour the eggs until the babies are done. So, yeah. Oh, my word. It's just, you know, it's been one of them weeks. I'm just saying. So, I am going to mix, I've decided I'm going to do a blue resin. This is the Let's Resin Solid Light Blue for the blue one, and a pink for the pink one. So that's what we're going to pour in there. But I am going to pour my squirrel. So I'm going to take 6 ounces and pull it out first. And then I'll have to figure out what I'm doing with whatever we have left. So I am thinking like maybe an ounce, maybe a little over an ounce is going to be more than enough for these little guys. All right, I'm going to start with that. And I'll pour the pink. And if I have to make more, well, I will. Well, more color, not more resin. I know I won't have to make more resin. Because, you know, God knows I got way too much as it is now. All right, so I am going to get a smaller stick. And we are going to color this and see how it turns out. I think I have a teal somewhere, but I'm like, you know, I just don't know. But hang on, I have a green. I can mix some green in with that. And maybe make it a teal. So this is just green pigment. Put 2 drops to start. Definitely gonna need more. But I think it'll bring it close. I mean, it's gonna be in the center anyways, but it's definitely getting there. Watch, now I'll put too much. There, that's a little bit better. I'm not too, I just wanted to back it with the lighter colors just to see what we'd get. All right, just put that there. I'm going to put these colors on because you guys know I'll make a gosh darn mess for sure. All right, so let's I'm not going to top it off yet because I want to bang it around. All right, let me get a dotting tool and just make sure those ears are covered and that little foot thingy or whatever it is. All right, so that was a perfect amount. Because we don't need these ones domed because they're going to get glued together. But you want to make sure that they're full so they don't have like a little gap. Well, at least I did something right, you know. I picked the right amount for the little baby dragon. All right, throw that away. Wipe this stick off, and we will mix this one up. So that was really close. We got kind of close on that color. All right. And this way here, if there are any missed spots, it will show through pink instead of black. I don't know, I was afraid if the black showed up, it would kind of ruin the look. So we'll find out, I don't know. I have never poured a light color into like a resin or, you know, a holographic anything, so. And I want to get down in them little, the little ears and the little eyes on this one. I just don't want to scrape the holographic glitter off. So this one I know I'm going to have to pour it much higher because it's got to get those little spines on the back. So I guess this baby is going to be domed, because it's the only way it's filling in those little spines. All right. Alrighty, so these are full. I am going to move them onto my heat mat so that we can start getting them to cure. So this is the squirrel. He's got his hands down. So I grabbed some gray, and we're going to do a gray squirrel because we've done the brown and the copper. So I don't even know how much I have left here, but I know I got too much. So I have another elephant one too, so I don't know. Maybe I'll see how this color mixes, and we will see. I got to put my glove on. I had to pause you. My youngest son was calling. All right, so let's just see what kind of gray this is. I've never mixed a gray resin. I've created it by mixing black and white, but I've never used just a gray. So I figured, hey, why not? Let's try it. Worst case scenario, I have to put a little bit of black in it to darken it. So I don't know if we're going to get it as opaque as I want with this. Let's see. So I'm just using the regular Let's Resin epoxy resin. I seem to get a good working time with this. Like this isn't really even that warm yet. So I don't know. Is that going to be enough gray? Probably not. All right, let me grab... I'm just going to do... Let me get a little tiny stick here. I'm going to do it over the table and not... Because black will overtake really quick. But I guess I can put a little more than that. Because I don't want him black, but I want it a little bit more. Oh, I think that's going to be perfect. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly the color I was going for. And if it's a little see-through, that's fine, because we can always put it on a light base. All right, so let's spray this bugger down, because he's going to come out matte anyhow, because these are candle molds. So I'm just making sure that I got his ears and his eyes and the... All right, so... Let's pour his head, and then I'm going to give him a squishy, squishy do here. All right, so that was 6 ounces, and I have 2.5 left. Go figure. I am going to take this and just run it around this outside edge. All right. So let me just clean up the edges here. And I'm going to move this to my heat mat that is turned on. All right. So let me grab one of my elephants. Let's see. No, that's the other squirrel. All right, so that's the elephant. That's the hands over the mouth. I was trying to see if I had the other one down here, but I don't. Just trying to figure out. All right, so I know I've done that one. All right, I think this is the one that I haven't done yet. So, I've got some metallic alcohol inks, and I have not used them yet. I gotta... Oh, I have a silver. Have you guys used the metallic alcohol inks? So I don't know if I should just mix up a batch of just this. I don't know. Well, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to put some in there and see what happens. Let's just see what we get. It kind of is giving like a swirl. Oh, all right. I think we'll do that. So I know this is going to take more, so I'm going to just pour. I'm just going to pour the rest in here because that's bringing me to like 5.5, 6 ounces. All right. And let me get my gray color. Oh. Am I still recording? Okay. Yeah, we just lost power, so I might have to run over to my TV here in a minute because I had it shared to my TV, but oh, my husband's working on the house and he must have knocked something. Oh, look how, this is a nice dark, real dark silver. All right. So again, for something that was going to be a short video, leave it to me. I just don't know how to do short videos, guys, so I apologize. All right, so let me pick that up. And hopefully I am still in frame because I can no longer see what I am doing because I'm not cast to my TV here, so all right. Wow, I made just enough, guys, to fill these two. All right. So I am going to get this put on the curing mat, the heat mat, and I will be back for part 2 of the egg and to demold our little critter thingies here. Alrighty, guys, I'll be back. Alrighty, guys, my 2 little baby dinosaurs are cured. I did take the time and I measured my eggs. So I have a 5 ounce, I have two 5 ounces. I have an 8 ounce, a 7 ounce, and a 3 ounce. So we are going to end up using a 5 ounce and a 7 ounce for our baby dragons. And I have my fishing line right here. So let's get these demolded so we can see what they look like. So this is the new baby dragon. And I definitely got some cleanup on this bugger. All right, so I'm gonna trim this while it is still somewhat soft. All right, let me get my little snippy things. I think these might work a little bit better. I'm just trying to make sure I'm in frame for you guys. So I definitely over poured this little bugger. The other one is not as bad, but I think maybe my knife might be quicker. I was just going to do this off camera, but then I was like, any of you guys that are new, if you haven't done this already, you're going to want to see what it entails. All right, so let me just clean him up just a little bit. The other one, I don't hardly have any cleanup, so my surface must not have been level. All right, so and I definitely have some of the spines on the back. All right, let me just put this little fella together and see what we come up with. All right, so now is he gonna pull apart? Yeah, all right. So I will try to make this quick. So I'm just trying to follow the lines of the little spines on his back. And I'm trying to stay in frame, guys. And I want to do this while he is still soft because it definitely makes the process much easier. You know, granted, he's going to be in the egg, so I don't think if he's 100% perfect, it will really show, but I want to get it as close as humanly possible. Almost done. All right. So this has just got just a little bit here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how I put the line in, because I've got to let this cure overnight before we can pour the eggs, because I want to make sure that it is all cured with the fishing line in there, so that when we go to suspend him in the resin, it will stay. All right, so we have got this one done. Let me just clean up some of this mess. And let me get some fishing line. All right. So I'm going to get my E6000 and try to get it so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to put E6000 on 1/2. And then I'm going to take this fishing line and I am going to stick that in the middle as best as I can. And then we're going to put the top on so that that fishing line is in there. So we're going to line him up as best we can. So there's our little baby dragon, and he's got his little line sticking out. And then we're just going to, I'm going to cut this fairly long. And then I'm just going to leave him to cure. All right. So we're just going to set him aside, and we are going to let him cure so he's nice and hard in the morning. I'm just kind of trying to get him as lined up as best as I can. All right. All right, so we're going to set this one aside and let him cure. And hopefully I don't have any cleanup on this little guy. So this is the original one that I had. Now he's way harder than the other one was. So, and there is like no cleanup on this little bugger. So, I'm going to get some more fishing line. And I'm just going to hack off a piece. All right, so we've got that sitting there. And again, we're going to put the E6000 on this little guy on one side. Where's my cover? I know I have a cover somewhere. Oh, right here. I'll put the cover on. And then we're going to take our fishing line and we're going to line it up somewhere as close in the middle as we can. And then we're going to put the other side of our dragon on. We're going to squeeze that. We're going to make sure he's lined up as best we can. All right. Just like that. And we're going to let him sit overnight to cure. Just going to try to line his ears up. Make sure he's even. All right. So we're just going to leave that like that and this one like this. And when those are done, I will be back and we will be pouring our egg and we will be attaching our popsicle stick onto the line so that we can dangle him in however far we want him to go down. So I will be back as soon as these set up. It's 9 o'clock at night, so I'm going to let them set till morning, and I will be back in the morning, and we will get this project finished up. My elephant and my squirrel feel like they're done, so why don't I go ahead and we will get them demolded so that you can at least see. Oh my God, this one came out so good. Oh my gosh. Look at how cute this little elephant is. Oh my word. He is adorable. Look at the texture in his skin. So what I don't know if I'm going to put a gem in his eye or if I'm just going to paint it black in excuse me. Like his little toenails in his little trunk. So I don't know. By tomorrow I'll have figured out what I'm going to do with Mr. Elephant Man. All right. So let's get our little squirrel unmolded. All right, I'm going to take him out of sight for a second. Oh, my word. He is absolutely adorable. Oh, my goodness. Oh. All right, let me grab an acrylic paint pen here real quick. All right, so I've got a black one. A red. All right, let me see if these two will work. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're going to give him his little tongue. Oh my word. All right, so let's color in his little eyeballs. All right, hang on. I have got to get a micro stick and just do a little cleanup. All right, and I'm just wiping that whatever marker I got on a towel. All right. Oh, look at how cute. So I'm just giving him some little, like just some little claws. Because he is light enough that we can do that. Oh my God, he is so stinking cute. All right, let's do the elephant here. Just give him some little black beady eyes. And we will fill in his little trunk down there. And let's just give him some little, cover up his little pads here a little bit. And let's just cover these. Oh, look at how cute. All right, so let me grab my white. Because we just got to give them a little sparkle in their eye. Just give them a little something. So what do you think, guys? I think they came out pretty awesome. So once these are completely dried, I will be back and we will put those in the egg. So stay tuned for the next one. For me, it's going to be long. For you, it'll just be a minute. So I will be back soon. Alrighty, guys, we're back. I've got my resin mixed up. So I've decided for the original dragon that I had, I'm going to use the larger one, the 8-ounce one, so we can see the difference to see how he looks in there. So we're going to do that one, and then this one we're going to do in the mold that it came with. So what I did is I just took fishing line that was in there. I UV'd it, I UV resined it to a popsicle stick. And what I'm going to do is once I suspend it in there, and I left room so like I could adjust the height if I want. And I'm going to put a cup on each side, and then I'm just going to let him sit in there with the cup, with the stick resting on the cups like this. So I'll have one cup, and I will just have to put something heavy on one end just to kind of hold it without it flipping. And then once I get it, positioned, I'll just leave it and we'll go from there. So and I've got my cups on the heat mat ready to go so I can just transfer this over once I get it poured. So I mixed up the 8 ounces. I don't think we're going to need all 8 ounces because the little creature thing, the little dinosaur or dragon, is going to display some of it. So we will end up with a few extras, but I wanted to be more on the safe side. So what I think I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put, let's see. So for this one, I'm going to just put in a little bit of the Marabou alcohol ink glitter blue violet green, just to kind of give a little bit of a sparkle in there. And the other one, I think I will put some of the sparkle dust. All right, so I'm going to mix that and see how that looks in there. Like I said, I don't want a lot, but I do want it to have a little shimmer, because that shimmer will really, I think, show up once we put the light base underneath it. And I did run this through the debubbler, but when I poured it, I ended up making a few bubbles. So I'm hoping So what I'll do is I'll probably leave it like an hour before I turn the heat mat on, just so these bubbles can degas a little bit. All right, so I am going to spray the inside. So I'm going to pour a little bit in, and then I'm going to dip my baby dragon in. I'm just going to dip him into the resin to try to get no bubbles. And I forgot to trim him, so I'm just trimming him now. So he's just got a few little pieces there sticking out, so I just want to kind of get them off. All right, why is this? Come on. Where's my tweezers? It's like separated, but it won't get off there. There we go. My word. Why is this giving me such a hard time this morning? All right. Jeez, some. All right. So let's... And this is just my Let's resin epoxy. All right. So... trying not to get my head in here. Let me move this stuff over a little bit. Give myself a little bit of working space. So I'm just kind of like nestling him in, and I probably should have sprayed him with alcohol first, but you know, we're just going to do things backwards because, you know, that's what I do. All right, so let me... Well, guys, I think it is going to take the whole 8 because I still got a ways to go. I'm just letting that completely sink in there. And he does have a few bubbles on him. I mean, it's in an egg. He's bound to have a few bubbles. That's why I wanted to put the little sparkle, because I figured it might take away from the bubbles showing. And I will babysit this for a while, so we do have a few big bubbles coming up. One big one there. All right, so let me just bring this one over. And I will put that so that I can get him positioned. And I will just top it off after. Just gotta help push him down just a bit. Now this gosh darn thing is wanting to float. All right, so I've got him situated. So we do have just a little bit, but I'm going to use that to top him off. I'll put that beside it so I know which one goes where. And let's put, this one says 7 ounces. All right. Excuse me. All right, so let's get some of this sparkle dust. So what's everybody's weather today? It is a crappy rainy day here. It's cool and rainy and blah. It was like stuck to my stick. Trying to stir it slow so that I don't, and I got something in here. And I got it. All right. All right, so we're gonna spray all right. And then I am gonna spray the baby dragon. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit. We're going to spray, and let me spray this little baby, and I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to get them all doused in resin. And then it's just kind of watching and making sure that he is placed where you want him in the resin. And you'll probably have to come back a few times and just kind of slide him over within that first hour. Got another big bubble coming up here. There we go. All right, so I am going to get this one moved over so that I can top them. And I will mess with them a little bit once they have a chance. So we do have a bunch of resin left. So let's see how much we have, and then I will decide what we're going to do. So this turned out to be a multi-layered project here. All right, so let's see. We have got 3 ounces. What in the world do I have that takes about 3 ounces? Let me see. All right, hang on. I'm going to put you on pause for a minute. Let me find something. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the little elk again. Because I got some new things that I can bling him out with after he's cured. All right, just kind of wiping out any sparkles I see in there. All right, so we are going to put this holographic glitter. I don't even know what color it is. I got it on Amazon, and we're gonna put a bunch in. Because I have a blue and like a brownish, so why not do a purple? I am going to do the glue in here. I'm only going to add 1 drop though, instead of, well, it's maybe a drop. We'll see. Oh, I'll just see how that, yeah, that's going to be enough. See how it makes it nice and thick? All right. So I'm going to, let's get the ears done first. And that's what I was afraid of, because that glue thickens it. So I'm like, and I didn't want to over pour it. I see a bubble right there. Get out of there. So I'm using the stick just so that I don't like over pour a lot.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah?
On the washer, you want to put the very last one?
Sorry about that. My new washing machine, it's less than a year old and I absolutely hate it. I bought it because I like the color, and it's just, it is a pain in the butt. I just hate it. All right. So that is, I think, good. Let's clean up that side. All right, so I'm gonna move this one on the heat mat, even though it's not on yet. All right. And we're gonna pour this in the head, and then we're gonna kind of squish it around before we do too much. I'm squeezing the eyes. I just want to make sure that I am not leaving any bubbles in there. And then we're gonna finish filling him up. And I believe he takes 2.5 ounces. And let's cut that off. Oh, that looks like it's domed. Good. Couldn't tell if that was a bubble or not, so I just wanted to. All right, so let me move this over to the mat. And let's see, we've got like 1.5 ounces. So let's. Let's do this little skull. I'm going to clean it out though. I mean, it's got a little bit of glitter in there. I don't think it's going to matter because we're pouring glitter. But I just want to make sure that it was just glitter and not any dust or crap like that. And I'm gonna have enough. Alrighty guys, I will get this moved over onto the heat mat and I will be back for demold. Alrighty guys, we hopefully are cured. So I got busy making supper and my little guy here moved. So he's going to be off center, but you know, it is what it is. Resin has a mind of its own. He is sticking up a little tiny bit, so I'm going to demold him to see what he looks like, and then I'll probably just fill in with some UV resin. So basically, I'm just snipping that clear line off. And let me get my little snippers, see if I can get it a little closer. There we go. All right. Because he's going to be sitting down on the base anyways. So let's go ahead. I ended up having enough of the purple that I made another little kitty one. Look at how cute that kitty is. It is adorable. All right. And then I made a skull. So let's go ahead and we'll get the skull out. Oop. All right, so he was still a little bit soft, but we'll just trim him up just a smidge. There we go. So there was no bubbles. All right, so that's a bunch of extras you guys got. All right. Let's get our little elk ears out. Look at that. Those came out perfectly fine, even with the glue in there. In fact, I think the glue in there makes it even better because it does stay, that glitter stays suspended. So I'm hoping that he's cooled off enough that I can get his head out. I'm going to give this one a little bit more, guys. I will have the finished photos of this hopefully at the end. I'm just going to let him sit a little bit because I don't want to end up poking his eyes out. All right. This silicone mold does not seem to be as pliable as the first mold. I do have one bubble there, which is not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna put some alcohol down in the sides. Do it on a couple different areas. Let me see if that's enough. So you can see it starting to release. There we go. Get down in there. There we go. See, if you just like manipulate it and get that, then it just pops right out like you're giving birth. Boom, just like that. Except to make sure your table is clean underneath. Oh, he's so cute. And look, you can see that fine little sparkle in there. There's a few tiny micro bubbles on him and one bubble, let me see if I can, right in there. But that's not too big of a deal. All right, so we got that one out. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. Try to stay in camera for you guys. And I apologize on my last one. I don't know what happens when I bring them into CapCut to be able to put them all together. For some reason, it will turn one sideways. I don't know why. So if you guys use a different editing software, let me know what you use. So maybe I can find something that is a little bit better. All right. Oh, this one is so cute. So this one pretty much stayed. It's a little off center, but I mean, resin will do what resin does. So it's, you know, just a matter of, the only thing that I don't like is that little glitter didn't fill like all the way to the front for some reason. But I've got a little bit of cleanup on this. While it's soft, I should be able to just cut it off with the scissors. So I've got to go through all of my smaller molds to see what other little critter things that I have that might fit into these eggs. I have ordered some roses and some carnations, so we will be doing one with that as soon as they come in. All right. So let me grab a light base. So I have the smaller light bases and I have the larger ones. The ones that I just bought are the larger ones. And I got these both on Amazon. So that's the difference in their sizes. I mean, there's a huge, huge difference. These ones are multicolored. These ones are white. So, I mean, you know, I could decorate that a little bit, but I don't think it would look as nice as this one that I did. And I did end up putting the little rubber feet on the bottom. So that just kind of gives you that whole effect. And that's the sides. And then with the bigger one, ooh, that one looks really good. But my little guy is laying down. See, his little head is pointing down, but he's still cute. So let's plug these lights in so we can see the difference. And all right, so this one, and I'm going to try to put that on there so I'm not blinding everybody. This is the multicolored one. Trying to get it in view here for you. The only thing that I have found with the ones with the multicolor, certain colors make the little dragon show up more than others. So that's with the smaller one. And then this is the larger one. So by far, this one here definitely lights up more because there's more clear space in there. So, you know, it would probably just be like personal preference. I could stain the base. I could do a lot with the base, but so that is the multicolored one. So let me switch it to the large base one. All right, so we'll start with, so this one is just a white light, but you can see all of that. I mean, the camera's not showing it up, but you can see all of that sparkle that is in there. And then this is the pink one. So I will end up having to take these upstairs to get some better photos of them. But this little guy is so stinking cute. Oh my word. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer up. Look at how precious this one looks. I just love the way the ears are bent. Let me see if I shut this light off, if it makes it any. Yeah, I think without the other light, it makes it a little bit better for you to be able to see. But that's the bottom. So not too shabby at all. So I did end up gluing my red one together. So he is all ready now to get put into an egg. So I was going to try and finish these, but I'll show you what I've done. And I don't think they're ready. So I made up some purple and some blue crystals. And by the time I thought of this, everything else had pretty much cured. So I want to take them out when they're still somewhat soft so that I can cut them. And what I'm going to do is when I put the moss on here like I did the other one, I'm going to have clumps of crystals coming up. So I made this one up and I made this one up. And you can see I did not fill it to the top because I wanted them to pop out individually. But they're still, because they're so thin, they're going to take a little bit longer. So what I'll probably end up doing, just so I can get this video loaded up, I will take pictures of everything and I'll probably use my other base for like the final pictures. This one here that I've already done. And then once I finish this one, you know, because I think I'm going to use the big one on both of them. So once I finish it with the crystals, then I will just make a post and I will post it. But this way here, you will get to see this video tonight because it ended up taking me longer because, you know, I was not thinking when I started this one yesterday. So we ended up getting these guys as extras as well. So you can see the bottom. These guys came out so, so cute. And then this is the little squirrel. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to stay in frame, guys. I'm sorry. But I'm trying to do it so you guys can see all the way around. Because someone said I wasn't good at showing that. So I'm trying to get better. So yeah. So I don't know. So he is kind of clear enough that it could be like a little light if somebody really wanted. The elephant, I believe, would be too dark. Well, he still kind of glows. He still does kind of glow, but... So I will be doing some other ones that I'm going to redo the video because I know my angles were off, but this is... I'm going to redo the puppy. So he has a little nightlight in him. So I will redo this one and the elephant in the clear with the light so that you guys can see how I did those. And yeah, so I will, I don't know if I dare get him done. I think I'm going to try it. I'm trying to keep my videos a little bit shorter, but I end up always screwing something up. But you get multiple things in one video. So, you know, if you're bored with something, just fast forward. Just gonna see if I can get him out. All right. Come on. This thing is so stinking cute, but he is so difficult to get out of there. And I don't want to pop his eyes out. Come on. Oh, come on, you little bugger. There we go. Oh my God. I got him out. Holy smokes. And I didn't screw up his little eyes either. All right. So this is our little elk. Oop. I should probably wipe the alcohol off because he's slippery now. Let me fix my mold. So what I'm going to do with this guy is, oh, where's my little pieces here? I didn't pull him out because I didn't think he would be ready. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on one second, guys. thought I had, oh, right here. All right. And I have hair somewhere, but we are gonna put some little lips. Let me see how this purple pink one will show up, if it'll show up. Maybe we need a different color. Let's see. Maybe the white would show up better. And I have some hair too, but I didn't pull it out. And then we're gonna put him some little sunglasses. Just to be a little bit different. So I will probably E6000 these on. I'm going to play around with some different lip colors, and I will get the final pictures up for you. So yeah, so hopefully you learned something or got inspired and all that good stuff. So if you haven't already subscribed, please, it helps my channel out a great deal. Yeah, and if you have any questions, put them in the links in the comments below, and I will get to them. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye, guys.